everyone. My name is Hongru, and I'm from China. I just yeah I ju- yeah yeah I didn't come to a deeper for Christ very long. I just started this summer, and I was introduced by him, Jin. Actually, the first time we met each other was kind of like by accident. We had some debates and arguments, and it was quite fierce. But somehow I don't know why we became good friends. Okay, so let's start. So actually this is not my first time to come to America. The first time I came to America was when I was 15. When I was 15, there was a opportunity. There was an exchange student program in my school to America, and I was very interested because because I don't know how many people have heard about the school work in China was kind of like rigorous, and ever since our elementary school we were under great pressure from both from our peers, our teachers, as well as our parents, and the reason I came to America was kind of because I could not tolerate this kind of pressure, and I wanna run away from it. So that's why I decided to come to America. But but there are some obstacles for me to come America. First one is that getting visa was very hard, and and I think the most serious one was that there was no one I knew in America, and another and also I was not very sure about how I can adjust to America, because at that time I didn't even live in other places other than my hometown for like over a month, and my English was very poor. I guess maybe even worse than Jane. Even worse than your English level when you first came to America. So but anyway, I finally decided to come, and thanks God I got the visa. But my first semester was extremely hard. The first reason was that before I came to America, all my how to say that, fantasies or illusions about America was like those big cities, say like New York City or Los Angeles, San Francisco. But I was very disappointed to know that I was assigned to a very small town in West Virginia. I'm pretty sure most of you guys have never heard about it. And my host family was not very nice to me. On the profile that my teachers gave me, it was said it was kind of like a middle class family. But when I got there, and actually I didn't know about that. I didn't know about that until like a semester ago. A semester after, when I checked my lunch bill, when I saw my lunch bill, I realized I was kind of like in that kind of low-income family discounts. And the school was very hard. Like I said, my English was very poor. And suddenly I found out that the English I learned in China was totally useless in American school. And the fourth one was that my high school was kind of like in my high school there were like my high school was quite big, about like 5,000 or 6,000 students, but only like 2 or 3 Asians, and I was the only Chinese there. And I guess maybe many of them, they never saw Asian before. So the first semester I often had arguments with them, and I remember once I fought with a really huge guy. He was much bigger. He was much bigger than me, but but I was kind of insulted by him, and then I started to fight with him, and both of us were sent to were sent to the principal's office, and I was thinking, oh no, I was going to deport to China. And because of so many difficulties and challenges, my grade was not good in my first semester. So at that point, I need to make a choice. Should I stay there or just come back to China and go back to my warm home and my family? The first semester was extremely hard. Not only because in my school, but also I found out that it was very difficult for me because I found out like everything was a challenge for me. For example, like going to grocery store, going to grocery store, going to bank to open accounts, and etc. All kinds of challenges to me. And what's even worse that the town I used to live, there was only one Chinese family there, and they didn't speak Mandarin. Back to my home. My whole family lived in a really remote place. I still remember there was no even a cell phone signal in the place I live. So I felt like I was kind of like in the Long Island. And our lifestyles vary too much. Since I was born, I was grown up in a big city, and suddenly I was put in somewhere kind of like nowhere, a small village, and no cell phones, no computers, no video games. I couldn't accept it. So I couldn't accept it. So of course at that time for me, living is my best choice, but where else can I go? Or maybe if I go to somewhere else, my situation will get even worse. But fortunately, my history teacher, he was a very nice old man, and he promised to be my new host family, so I moved into his home. And one thing very interesting was that his son, who was also a teacher in my high school, and I took both of their classes in the second semester, and after that semester, because my grade was so good, there were some rumors saying that cheating for me on exams, but that is not true at all. At first when he told me that he was willing to become my new host family, I was very shocked because in the past we didn't really know each other, but after I moved in, I found out that I had so many similarities with him. For example, our common interest in history, in geography, and in politics. Many aspects, and my mom in the whole family, she was also very nice, although she liked to give me hard times. And with their encouragement and help, I started to get involved in my school. In the second semester, I went to the choir like this one, and I also went to the talent show. Playing a piano solo, and also I went to the tennis team. Although I was not really good at it. and one thing really memorable in this semester was that was that I held with a girl in my choir, which is this one. Very very interesting because I remember once I had a talk with my brother. He made fun of me saying that I would never find a girlfriend in my high school, and I told him maybe you were wrong, and he asked me which girl you were hanging out with, and I said that girl, and he was so surprised because he used to be her teacher in the middle school, and he know her very well. So after this dramatic change, after this fantastic semester, I came back to China, and then I set up my mind that I would only go to colleges in America. And luckily enough, I got admitted by U of I. However, I don't know why my life was my life was so unpredicted. Just like 1 month before I came to America, my dad was arrested because of some alleged crime. My dad he was an engineer working for a state-owned construction company, and before I came to America, there were kind of like political conflict going on in my hometown, and my dad became the victim of this campaign, and he's still in the prison now. I still remember at the airport when I said goodbye to my mom. My mom told me not to worry about my dad because everything will be fine. But I told her I would try my best. I will try my best and do well in America. But the thing is that how can I ever how can not to worry about my dad because as many of you have heard about it, the situation in China is very bad, especially in prisons, and I even heard a very horrible story saying that like the worst time in my hometown, there were like 30 or 40 people they were containing in a single cell. So I was very worrying about my dad, and because of that, I really could not focus on my study for the first year, and because of that, I was kicked out of U of I. After I was kicked out of U of I had two choices: either coming back to China or staying here. But for me, I would definitely not go back to China. So that is why I went to Parkland. But I went to Parkland, but the first 2 semesters in Parkland was very hard for me because many of my friends and relatives they didn't know what happened in my family and also what happened on me. So at that time I was suffering. I was suffering because I know very well that my life was not good at all. But in front of my friends and other relatives, I have to pretend that everything's fine here, that I'm still at U of I. I feel like that at that time. I myself was kind of like splitted, have like two separate characters, and yeah, and while I was at Parkland in the first semester, I couldn't stop but kept blaming myself. Why did this wrong? Why did this wrong? And why it is me that my dad was arrested, etc., etc. And I asked myself time and time again, and I felt more and more depressed, and my life was horrible at that time. But fortunately, by accident, I met Jim. Like I mentioned, the first time we met was at cafeteria at Parkland, and we had some how should I say that, debates and arguments, and it was very fierce because both of us were not willing to concede, and I don't know why. After our argument, the second day, Jin came to me and introduced me to Dr. Sam. The first impression I had about Dr. Sam was that he was very interesting. He listened to my personal experience, and then he started to make fun of my experience, and trying to help me to get rid of that, and that worked with his help. With his help, I realized it is impossible for you to get away from that kind of like depression, or that it is not a wise idea to lock all your ideas, all your feelings only into yourself. You need to tell someone. You need to tell someone and share with them and ask for their help. And Dr. Sang, he helped me to do that. And also because of this experience, I realized no matter how strong we allege we can be, but the thing is that we can never be that strong that we don't need everyone else. So that is why we need God. We need His help and guide. Otherwise, we go astray. So with the study of with Dr. Sen, and also the fellowship with my friends Jin and Brian, with Jin and Brian, I started to regain the confidence and the courage, and then I realized what has passed has already been passed. All I can do to recover this is to do something to make a difference. So that is why last semester I really focused on studying, and also hang out a lot with my good friends. And here's an interesting story. At the beginning of last semester, I talked with my mom on the phone, saying that I like to have a bet with her, that I could definitely go to U5 this semester by getting the straight A's. Do you know what she said? She said, well, I think it's possible for you to go to U5, but straight A's, I don't see it. and I told her, you know what, Mom? Let's see at the end of the semester, and if you lost, you're gonna buy me something. And at the end of the semester, I got straight A's, and she did buy me some kind of a Christmas gift last week. in my I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 years in America, I had so many friends. So many friends. Not only here, but also in my high school. Some of them I still kept in touch with. And also I was so thankful that I met my spiritual mentor, Dr. Sam here, and some really good-hearted friends like Jean, like Ryan and Jerry, and most importantly, my family was still behind me, even at the time I was kicked out of school. I was kicked out of school and brought so many shames on our family. They still did not lose hope on me. Although I remember I used to have a lot of fights on the phone with my mom. But she still supported me. So here are some teachings that I learned from Dr. Sen. That I remember once I told him that I really don't want to stay in Champaign because Champaign was a small town and there was nowhere there was nowhere interesting or fun to go. And here's what he told me: you have to demonstrate what you can do, and then you can go anywhere you want. And I think that is very true because because my family is not that rich, so that I can go to any school I want. So which means I have to work on my own, so that I will be able to get transferred to other schools. And also the second thing I remember was once studying in his house. He told me leave the cell phones while you were working. And the third one, which is also my favorite, my favorite verse in Bible: cast your burden on the Lord, and He will sustain you. And also the next one: the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make His face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up His countenance upon you and give you peace. Here are three things I learned in America. The first thing that God is always with me. I remember the first time I came to America when I transferred in Los Angeles airport. I almost get lost, but there was a good-hearted policeman. He helped me to get the right terminal so that I can come to my whole family. And also when I felt so depressed when in the first semester in high school, my history teacher, he appeared and gave me shelters. And also when I was in Parkland, and I felt that I was so desperate. Dr. Sang came to me and gave me encouragement and help, and now I was able to come back to UFI. And the second one, God used unexpected people to help His children. This unexpected people, I guess maybe sometimes they come in a very unexpected way. For example, like Jane. I encountered him in a very unexpected way. I guess maybe he feels the same way. And in all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will make straight your path. So that's the reason I was transferred back to UFI. So here are some requests I'd like you guys to pray for me. So the first one is that help me get stronger, physically, mentally, and spiritually at UFI. And also the second one, bring my parents in front of Lord so that they will know His grace. I talked with my mom on a Christmas Eve, and I asked her what she was doing for Christmas. She told me she went to a church in my hometown, and and listening to people's prayer. I felt very excited because I remember like around 4 or 5 years ago, both of my parents they were so they were so against Christianity. This was like Christianity was kind of like was a very foreign and exotic stuff, which had nothing in common with Chinese traditions, but with Chinese traditions, but no, but anyway, I'm so glad my mom now she starts to become interested in Christianity, and I hope my dad will be soon too, and also wish my father will be released soon, so that my family will get reunited, and my family will get better and better. And the fourth one is for me. I like to learn more about God's word and pray and practice what I've learned. And the fifth and the last one which is one I really want to see it happen. That is stay in America, get a well-paid job, and also get my parents to America. That's it.